Assalamu alaikum, day 16 of Ramadan. This hadith is about the subject of hypocrisy, how we should never call anyone a hypocrite. You know, Prophet Muhammad knew the hypocrites and he wouldn't expose them and he wouldn't discuss them. Although we do have a surah in the Quran called the Surah of the Munafiqun. So let's get down to how do we distinguish what are we doing here? Because, you know, as Americans, we usually call people a lot of names. We learned how to do this when we were children in school. We even had a saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Actually, I think it was, but names will never hurt me. So we were supposed to just be given a license to go and be mean to kids and tease them, which we did. I think that's why I love this book so much, because it's like putting you in a corner, putting you against the wall and showing you all of your bad deeds and then explaining why you probably did them, which is because you had no knowledge of Allah. You need TAWHEED. I think that's why I love this book so much, because honestly, being raised in school in the 50s in America, in an Irish Catholic background, we were mean. You know that film Mean Girls? Well, I digress. I'm going to try to return back to my mu'allima mode. I won't say sheikha. I'm not a sheikha yet. I haven't memorized the whole Quran. I would say, I don't like ustaza. I like mu'allima. I'm your teacher. I try to be. Here we go now. Here is the hadith. في حديث عتبان فإن الله حرم على النار من قال لا إله إلا الله يبتغي بذلك وجه الله. It says that Allah has forbidden the fire for anyone who states the Shahada, sincerely seeking Allah's face. Now, this man called Utban, هو عتبان بن مالك الأنصاري رضي الله عنه كانوا يصلي في قومه فضعف بصره وشق عليه ذهاب إليهم. So this man used to be an imam in his people, but then when he became weak in his sight, it was too difficult for him to go to his people. فطلب من النبي, he asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam أن يخرج إليه وأن يصلي في مكان من بيتي. He said, come on to my house, and I want to pray in my house. And I want to make it the place of my prayer. فخرج إليه النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Prophet went. ومعه طائفة من أصحابه. And he brought his friends with him. Ta'ifa means some of his Sahaba. And who were these Sahaba who came with him? منهم أبو بكر وعمر رضي الله عنهما. فلما دخل البيت, when they came in the house, قال أين تريد أن أصلي? Where should we pray? قال صلوا هنا أو هنا. وإشارة عليه ناحية من البيت. So he showed them, you know, you can do it here or here or here or here. فصلى بهم النبي. So Prophet Muhammad prayed with them. ركعتين. ثم جلس على طعام صنعوا له. Then he sat down to eat the food they had prepared for him. فجعلوا بتذاكرون. And they were just chatting. فذكروا رجلا يقال له مالك بن دخشم. دخشم. Please, rich men in Saudi Arabia, you billionaires, could you make us another edition with tashkil? Fatta, Dhamma, Kasra. It's easy for you. Help us, please. We need help. And you know what else, too? The Arabs don't know. Even if you made them to read this book or asked them to read this book, they wouldn't read it perfectly because they don't read books much anyway. Okay, so this man, once again, we don't want to insult him because of his name. His name was Malik bin Dukhshum. فقال بعضهم, some of the people sitting around, the Sahaba said, هو منافق. He's a hypocrite. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تقولوا هكذا. أليس قال? Don't say that. Don't you know? لا إله إلا الله يريد بذلك وجه الله. ثم قال فإن الله حرم على النار. So he mentioned to his Sahaba, don't you know this hadith? He was chastising them. فنهاهم أن يقولوا هكذا. He forbid them from saying that. لأنهم لا يدرون عما في قلبه. Because they don't know what's inside the heart of that man they accused. لأنه يشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. He said the shahada. وهنا رسول الله قال هكذا ولم يبرئ الرجل. Now he said that without actually يبرئ الرجل. It means testifying that the man was sincere. So he's going on face value here. إنما أتى بعبارة عامة. So he's just giving you a general description. بأن الله حرم على النار من قال, that Allah forbids the fire for anyone who says لا إله إلا الله يبتغي بذلك وجه الله, seeking Allah's face. ونهي أن تطلق ألسنتنا في عباد الله الذين ظاهروهم الصلاة. So he's forbidding us from saying anything about any Muslim who is seemingly, apparently a Muslim. ظاهرهم. الصلاح means a good man. So on the face of it, don't talk about someone who seems like a good man. فنقول هذا مرء. هذا مرء. That's just what you're seeing. هذا فاسق. And this is something deplorable that you're going to do this. وما أشبه ذلك. When he doesn't seem like a fasiq. لأننا لو أخذنا. I have to keep looking for the light. Is it because I have, what's it called? Is it glaucoma or the other one? Cataracts? Yeah, I definitely have it. Just don't want to go to the doctor. Okay, and there's light all over the place here. Make dua for me, okay? For as long as Allah allows me to have whatever vision is left, I'll have whatever vision is left. But I do have black spots, 2 of them, 1 in each eye. I am a master of avoidance. When I don't want to deal with something, I can just throw it behind my back and it works. So I should stop complaining here about how I can barely see the print. But the print, look, I'm just going to show you how tiny it is. It's very tiny print. And now they have yellow pages, which they say we should get the yellow edition because the white pages are too hard to read. I can barely afford this edition, okay? You're in Saudi Arabia. Can you make us a new edition, please? Yellow pages, larger letters, and more importantly, tashkil or harakat, whatever you want to call it. Dhamma, fatha, kasra, hamza. Thank you. Jazakallahu khair. Let's see what they'll do. You know, they monitor everything I do, so let's see what the Almighty Allah will do. لا ينفعك بإذني. You get